My name is Apieje Nanaya Oyemano. I just did my graduation, as you may know or not know. And I read a Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics and Chinese. I mean, a lot of people ask this question that what is my motivation? What kept me moving? First of all, I'll say that it's God. It has everything to do with God because there are times that you just don't want to go on with it, but then you are strengthened by God to move on. But secondly, coming to the university or after SHS, I realized that if my life was going to be what I wanted to be, it depended mostly on me, the choices I made, the things I did. So coming into the university, I tried my best. I won't say that I'm the most disciplined person on earth, but I tried my best to make the most of the times. Give time for learning, make time for the things that will benefit my academics and my life in totality. Which one? Which one first? Wow, that's quite a question. Yeah, so it's just so much that you don't really get one that you rate over the other. Right? There are a lot of times. So I can remember this one particular time where I learned for a course. I can see that I learned inside out. And when the exams wasn't so tough, and after I was given a grade, and I was like, wait, this is the course that I can see that I learned so much. So if I can get this grade for this course, then what about the one that I'm not so sure about? So that time I was really discouraged. I didn't know what to do. And my TAs didn't also do the best. When I came to tell them, they were like, you are in level 100, you have a lot of years to correct your GPA, just C plus and you are complaining. Wow. So I mean that was one time. But glory be to God, it was a mistake and it was corrected later on and we moved on. So that's one of the times. Now there was one time in level 300 where there was this course that a lot of people dreaded, right? And we had an IE. We didn't know what to do. The course was we were battling with it. But then I had a lot of programs on that particular day also. But to the glory of God, I did the IE, and later on I realized that I got a very high mark. So I was so happy. That was one of the happiest days of my university life. In fact, I posted it and my father asked me that you have been in the university for I've never seen you put something like that. What's happened? I explained it to him. So yes, that I can pinpoint as one of my most, or should I say, happiest day on the university campus. So first of all, I didn't choose the course. I mean that comes as a shock to a lot of people. I am one of the prime examples of the university gave me. Right? The university gave me a course. So I chose I mean, everyone does it. General, coming from a general arts background, most of us, Bachelor of Arts, you choose some combinations. And if I remember correctly, which I do, all my combinations didn't have anything like linguistics, they didn't have anything like Chinese, they didn't have anything like. But in the wisdom of the universe, this is what they are going to give me to come and study. So they gave me, right? Now, just as I said after SHS, I realized something that if I have to do it by myself, and I had a similar issue in SHS, in that the courses that I wanted to do, I wasn't given. The class was full. So I went to do other courses. And by the time I finished complaining, I was informed too. And I realized that I was going to write the WASI myself. No one's going to write for me. So I told myself that even no matter the course they give me in the university, I'll do it with all my heart, my soul, and my body. So that was the resolve I had when I was giving these courses. And mind you, someone who is coming from a place like my place in the Bonga Afro region, most people don't really see the need for a language. So yes, I've been ridiculed a number of times. When I got the course and I told people, "Well, why are you doing Chinese? Why are you doing languages?" I mean, I had Chinese and linguistics. The only thing was history. So people thought I'll even drop the Chinese or something and do the linguistics and history or something of that sort. So I've been ridiculed and all that. But because of what I learned from SHS, that whether I complain or I don't, no one is going to write the exams for me. The day I paid my school fees that I've accepted admission, whether you like it or yes, you will have to write the exams. So you better do it well and pass. And maybe I'm one of the few people, but I am so grateful that the university gave me. But the courses I wanted to do, I don't think I would have enjoyed the school like that if the school gave me that courses. I mean, for the sake of yes, I would not like to mention it. Wow, that makes me feel like but it's not so. I don't see myself. So yes, I've had a number of people asking me, how did you do it? I want to be like you, I want to also get it and all that. It wasn't part of the plan really. I didn't come to the school thinking that I'll graduate with that GP or even, I mean, on top of my class or something. Right.
Then how did you get that? If it wasn't part of the career, now
The plan is to do the course with all your heart, your soul, and your body. Commit to the semester, finish the things you have to do, move on, just like that. Right. That was it. In fact, I didn't. It wasn't part of my plan that I was one of the best or I'll be the best at all. I just did my part, and one thing is that it's the grace of God. It is only God that can carry someone like me who didn't even get an aggregate, a single number in WASI, and give me such, you know, an exalted position. Right. So yes, there was some hard work part. I did my part, but honestly, if you look at the bigger picture, it is not me. It is all by the grace of God. It's on two scales. If it's on the scale of academic content and the volume of things you have to do, it's from the final year downwards. So the final year you do a lot more than you do in your third. So to my dear level 100s who are out there and they are complaining that level 100 is the hardest part, I am sorry, it's not. But in the same way, for you to settle in And to get your rhythm in learning, the difficulty starts from level 100 upwards. So this is what I mean. You come to the university from your background in SHS, most of us, and in SHS, you are told what to do at what time to do it. Then all of a sudden, you are at a place that no one tells you what to do. No one really cares. You can decide to come or not to come for class, to go or not to go for tutorials, to sleep early or not to sleep early, to learn or not to learn. Right. If you are not helped, which I was helped by seniors, those in 200 and 300, to what I would say decode the system, know how to manage your time, know how to manage your friends, know how to manage your resources, even manage some emotional and psychological stress, you end up destroying your grades in level 100. And a lot of my friends have that, should I say, testimony, right? So their level 100 wasn't so good because they didn't get what they were doing. They hadn't seen the way to do things, right? So yes, in settling in and getting your rhythm, it makes level 100 one of the most difficult levels, if not the most difficult. But then in content, as in the number of slides, the number of books, the number of things, the number of group works, you can't compare final year to level 100. It just doesn't match up. I've tried my best to swerve this question a number of times. There's not really anything to give out per se. Right? We are open to, I said we, I am open to any opportunity. Right? Coming to the university, this wasn't the course I wanted to do, just as I said. Right? But the Lord maneuvered the way for me, and look at where I am now. Not once, not once. And this has nothing to do with being a valedictorian. It depends on the time that you are asking me, right? So level 100, I'm not expecting it. 200, I'm not expecting it. 300, now you see, it's time to see some things that, oh, it seems the GPA is a bit there that you can get somewhere to be. Then in 400, after exams and everything, your GPA will be there. You see it on the grasses, and you start thinking that maybe you'll be part of the valedictorians because it's not only one. College of Humanities, if I recall, had 5 sessions, and each session had a valedictorian. So you could be one of them. Then I get to know that's what comes as a shock. Then I get to know that by the grace of God, I'm how do I put this?
Overall,
That's what they see, right? With the highest. That came as a shock, right? Because I thought someone was there. Yes. This is news to me. I know that someone got 4.0 last year. I mean, I admire excellence. I watch a lot of valedictorians and all that. But I didn't know that this is news to me. And my advice would not be, when I give advice, it will be like I'm lying.
okay.
Because I tell a lot of people and they don't believe me. I mean, a lot of people say I didn't have a life, which is not true. I don't believe it. Because not in a bad way, but I go out. If I feel like it, I have the resources to support, I go out. I've been to some beaches, I've been to place around, right? Most of the time to release stress and all that. So I do go out, but not to parties. I don't do those wild parties. I don't do the whole weeks. I'm not like that. Right.